Hello, Group 1. It is the SunSage, and thank you so much for tuning in to your next pick a card reading, which is their real intentions with you. So this is where I take a look at the person you are connected to see what their intentions with you are in the current energy, right now. I did do a reading earlier this year titled Their Intentions with You in 2023. So that can provide further insight for those of you interested in seeing just like how the year, their intentions for the year, how that could play out. But this is their intentions in this current energy, what you may be picking up from this person or what you're not. Okay. So I am going to go ahead and get started. Group 1, you have selected the Malachite. Okay, so that is what you were drawn to. And you also have the Mermaid Tarot. Okay, so I'm going to get some tarot messages out first. And we're going to see what comes through from your person, their real intentions. Whoever you are connected to, that's who I will be channeling. What are this person's real intentions with Group 1 at this time? What are their real intentions? The 5 of Pentacles. All right, what are your person's real intentions with you at this time, Group 1? The 8 of Pentacles. What are Group 1's person's intentions? The 2 of Swords. Okay. Thank you. The King of Swords for their intentions. Thank you. The Queen of Cups. What are their true intentions with you at this time? The 3 of Pentacles. Okay. So overall, you guys have the Page of Cups. And so this feels to me like your person is saying my intentions with you at this time are to maintain a good relationship with you, right? That relationship may be on a small scale, smaller than you wanted at this time, not a commitment energy just yet, but this does feel like somebody who wants to maintain a positive relationship with you. This feels like someone whose intentions are coming through as I still want to be able to talk to you. I want to be able to connect to you and communicate with you, vibe with you, have this, maintain this energy that we already established is here. So you're dealing with somebody who I do feel like in the Page of Cups energy to you would interpret as bare minimum. Okay. And that could be the case. From your person's perspective, I feel like their intentions are coming through, especially from what I see here, and I'll clarify, but their intentions come through as it's very difficult for me right now to express bigger emotions than like and attraction. And it's really important that I don't overstep my own boundaries, okay? And so this could be another look into your person to see why their intentions are what they are. I am going to grab, let's see, another message. Let's see. What are your person's intentions with you right now, Group 1? Let's go further. Thank you. Coffin. Okay. Endings bring new beginnings, growth, change, liberation, transition. And so I often use the butterfly metaphor when I'm talking about somebody going through a transformation or a transition. And this says relationship evolving, but the butterfly being at the bottom of the deck, it really does kind of like symbolically where I was about to go anyway. You're dealing with someone who is mid-transition. This feels like it's mostly taking place, not in a spiritual sense, but in a material sense, right? And so this is someone who feels like they are saying, I need time and space. Not because I don't like you, the Page of Cups does. Not because I can't stand you or deal with you. The Page of Cups likes you. They get you. They like what this means, your relationship. But this person is saying, look at me, right? I'm on a small scale right now as far as what I am able to provide, what I am able to offer. And so I do feel like the coffin came through as their overall intentions because you're dealing with somebody who's hoping that they will be able to have a new beginning with you, and a beginning where they're able to show you more of what they want out of this. Okay. Their intentions right now feel like they don't want to get your hopes up, and they don't want to set the bar too high for themselves, okay? And so you will have to make a decision, group one, about whether that's something you want to like sort of hang in there with, or if that's something that you want to move on from. But the coffin is saying that any relationship vibes, any commitment vibes at this time is going to have to wait, okay? So let's go deeper into these messages. Let's take a look and see why we have the Five of Pentacles. So this person's intentions is right now a very honest sort of, I don't have much to offer. I don't have much to give, or at least that's how they look at it. Okay. The Five of Pentacles is someone who's almost accepted defeat and who has almost said, I'm not ready, instead of going, you know what, let me get ready. You know what, let me do this for group one. Let me try for group one. This person has already accepted that trying harder, that going harder right now in a relationship sort of dynamic is not what they feel like they need to be focusing on. So let's see why the Five of Pentacles shows up for you, group one, for your person, their intentions. What are their real intentions with this Five of Pentacles with group one? Page of Coins. And so this is an acknowledgement that they want to get on their feet. I literally just did a community board post about this, where I feel like a lot of you have someone who wants you. A lot of you have someone who's interested in going into a relationship with you or being committed to you. But this person definitely feels like they're trying to stop themselves from offering something they can't deliver right now. So I do feel like the Five of Pentacles may come through as a sense of defeat, and they really don't have the intentions to build with you. But the Page of Coins is that new beginning that was coming through and coffin. They want to start over, okay? A lot of you, again, are dealing with somebody who's transforming in their life, who finds it more instrumental for them right now to spend time to themselves, to not really get anyone's hopes up, to not sell dreams, okay? That's an issue in the collective, dealing with people who sell dreams, who offer more than they can provide, who exaggerate what they can give to you, and then we get upset. But imagine if that person were able to be honest about what they had or didn't have to offer you, and we accepted it. So this comes from, I think the person you're dealing with, a part of their transformation is being honest with themselves. And this comes from almost, some of you are dealing with somebody who may even consider themselves like a bum, or may consider themselves, like, let's say they even have money. Like, there's just something about the way their life is going right now where it feels like they don't feel very comfortable incorporating a relationship into it. And so I do feel like your person's intentions with you right now are to build a little bit so that they can ultimately make an offer. But even the Page of Coins is coming through saying, it won't be much, but it's something more than right now. So let's see why the Page of Coins shows up. It is the Eight of Coins. So I feel, because I got the Ten of Wands right here, I feel like a lot of you have a person who takes you seriously, okay? That's how much they like you, right? I do feel like this is someone who feels like you deserve more. And so that's the only way somebody would put in this much work with this and the Eight of Pentacles, which I'll get into in a second. But something about this is like somebody who goes into a relationship for them too soon, right? For you, it may not be too soon or too fast, but for them it was. And then they like start pulling back, or they start ghosting in that hermit energy. And then they all of a sudden they may say something like, it was just too much too soon. Like, I just realized I couldn't do it. And I feel like this person's intentions right now are to not, what they feel, add anything that will bring more stress to their plate, because they feel like they already have things that they're dealing with that haven't been dealt with. And so a relationship feels like something that is going to overwhelm them completely, because there are expectations with that. Expectations, by the way, that the person you deal with mostly attribute to finances. So this is someone who may feel like, I'm going to have to take this person out to dinner. I'm going to have to date this person. I'm going to have to spend money. I'm going to have to invest in a material way. Whether that is something that you care about or not, whether that is something that you guys discussed or not, this person has already internalized that money is going to be a big deal. And so we see the evolution of the Five of Pentacles almost feeling like they're defeated about their financial circumstances. But the Page of Coins is they're going to start feeling better about it. And when they do, with the Eight of Pentacles, there's a sense they're going to want to share that. And they are going to want to date. They are going to want to spend money on you. But it feels like some of you are dealing with, again, that Page energy, Page of Cups, Page of Coins, somebody who feels like they don't have a lot to offer, somebody who feels like they're in a transition or a transformation period in their life that is requiring them to not take on more than they can handle. So we have the Eight of Pentacles here again, confirming that you do have someone whose intentions with you are to try, right? I don't feel like this person wants to close the door on your connection, but I do feel like there are certain elements that they want to like block, like have certain boundaries around, right? This is someone who may be very vocal about what they're not going to do, right? This may be someone who's like, I can't spend money. I can't give gifts. I don't celebrate that. I don't do this, right? This is just the person in their energy right now, limiting themselves like the Five of Pentacles suggests. So they're in a lack mentality of what they can do. However, I do feel like their intentions are to feel a lot better about their circumstances at some point so that they can work harder and try harder for you and for this connection, right? What's the Eight of Pentacles here about? Seven of Pentacles, exactly. So, I got the Three of Swords at the bottom, which I'll get to in a second, but I do feel like your person is communicating that they're doing the best that they can do to get on their feet, to get back on their feet, to create some type of life of individual success and prosperity so that they can incorporate a real relationship into that. So their intentions are to be very intentional about their material status and be very honest with themselves about that if they haven't started that process already, and start doing more so that they don't have to make these excuses, okay? So this person feels like they want to try with you. I'm sorry. That Three of Swords is confirmation that I feel like they know that's not good enough, or I feel like they know that's something that could hurt you, right? This is someone who has a conversation with you and goes, yeah, I really want to be with you, and you already know something's coming that's going to disappoint you, but their but is about money, right? Their situation is coming through about, I don't feel like I'm in an adequate space in my life to provide for a relationship, a partner. And I attribute that to, money situations. And so again, even if you haven't said to them, I need somebody with money, I need somebody who's stable, they're picking it up. So that's the good thing. The bad thing is they don't feel like they're there yet. And so their news is kind of coming through as, I don't want to disappoint you here, but I ain't got it, basically, with the Three of Swords. And so I do feel like this person has almost accepted, like I said, defeat in a sense, but when they are in a confident energy, when they are feeling better about their own talent, skills, gifts, they do really intentionally try for you, okay? What is the Seven of Pentacles with this Eight of Pentacles for their real intentions with group one is death. Okay, similar to that coffin energy. They want to change this. I used to deal with someone who always complained about money. And I didn't stop this person from, treating me or going out on dates, but it was definitely a turnoff, right? Because we all have like money issues and we weren't in a place where, I'm trying to get to know you. And every conversation is how much everything costs and how much that's hurting your account and your pockets. And this feels like somebody like that who keeps making it about money, who keeps making it about almost superficial things. And that itself will, the intentions will be a little superficial, right? And so you're trying to get to know this person on a spiritual level, or you're trying to connect with them deeper. And it feels like their concern is money. That's just what's coming through. And so something about this has to change. Something about that attitude that they have when it comes to money and finances has to be kind of reworked. Okay. There can be money challenges without it being the entire topic of a relationship. Okay. There are some people who are married to a person who's a penny pincher and always talks and complains about money. And so they can accept that. They're, they've compromised. They're like, okay, it's okay. It's fine. And there are others who don't want to hear that all the time. And I feel like your person has picked up that's your energy, that you don't want to hear that all the time. And so as intentional as they are about bettering their own individual life, it feels like their intentions are to, at least for now, shut out the idea of a relationship and further commitment. I will go into all of these in the extended and clarify with the love story oracle, just to get a better perspective on what this person is saying their intentions are. But it absolutely feels like money is a big part of what has been a blockage for them moving forward with you. All right. 2 of Swords. And so one of the realities of someone like this too, and it won't be everybody's situation, but one of the realities of this is that somebody definitely has a person here who's almost living 2 lives. And so they're trying to be single without separating themselves from a family situation or a situation where they have responsibility to first. So anytime there's like a conversation of somebody talking about money and stuff, you get the sense, like, what do you have, a lot of responsibility? You got a lot of kids? Are you married or something? That's what you get the sense of when they just keep, kind of like making that the issue. And so while there will be those of you who are dealing with somebody who is symbolically trying to transform their lives and become someone more financially stable, someone more financially responsible, a lot of you will have somebody who is intentionally blocking this connection because they really just want to live another life or have access to you in on their terms. We'll get to that King of Swords, my king of on my terms. And they don't really want to compromise about, anything. They don't even want to talk about like relationship things because they do have responsibilities. So, let's see why the 2 of Swords is here for their intentions with you. 10 of Cups. So I know some of you don't like to receive the third party message, but exactly what I just picked up on was sometimes the reason someone is frugal, or sometimes the reason someone is not wanting to give in a situation or feeling like they don't have enough is because there's already somewhere else they're giving to. They already have responsibilities. And I'm not saying that that's a secret for a lot of you, right? You may know this about your person, but that is the thing that they are using as the reason why they cannot build with you, is because there is already a relationship in place, responsibilities in place, or priorities that are about family and the home, but that don't involve your connection. So some of you will be dealing with somebody whose intentions with you right now are not to start a family or not to move forward in a relationship environment. Is something because they either already have that somewhere else with somebody else, even if they don't like it, or they have bad vibes with that whole, committing thing, right? They play it small with you intentionally because they're already giving their all, 6 of Pentacles, or everything they have to another situation. So let's see why the 10 of Cups shows up. Again, I go deeper into these in the extended. The 9 of Pentacles. So I literally have someone here in a 10 of Cups mindset at times portraying themselves as single or portraying themselves as only responsible to themselves. So some of you will have someone where there's sort of like a double life thing going on, right? And I feel for the most part, there's not a lot of secretive energy here. So this is something you may know. Oh, yeah, I know, they live with their ex, or they live with their wife, or they live with their partner, and they're just trying to like figure things out right now with the family situation. Okay. So some of you will have that. I do pick that up with the 10 of Cups. I also pick up those of you where you have somebody, again, where this is symbolically about not wanting to invest in a relationship and a family dynamic with you just yet, because there is this emphasis on wanting to grow and provide for themselves first. So their intentions with you are, it's kind of like your person is coming through saying, don't expect too much from me, because right now I'm pouring into myself and the things that I want to pour into. I don't really want to share. I don't really want to over give. And I don't really know that this is what I'm going to want somewhere down the line. So your person also with that 2 of Swords has an issue with indecision. And so their intentions may even change. The Lovers can sometimes, for me as a reader, represent a change of mind, change of lovers, right? A change or a choice. And so there were times, or there will be times, where this person feels incredibly invested in your connection and you're seeing some effort. That's when your friends ask you, how are you and your person doing? And you're like, we're doing good. They're really consistent. They even took me out recently. And then 2 weeks later, they can ask the same question. And you're like, I don't know what happened. They pulled back. So that's what you're dealing with, somebody who kind of changes and switches up occasionally. And the circumstances will change for everybody. Somebody's person has a family. Somebody's person is going through a divorce. Somebody's person is struggling with bankruptcy and they're trying to get back on their feet as an individual. But the reality is you're dealing with somebody who still looks at a relationship not as a need, but as a want. And as long as they look at it like that, they're not going to prioritize it. And so the King of Swords, again, my king of things, I want you, but on my terms, this feels to me like you have someone who their intentions are not to give you too much of them. It's interesting that it showed up next to this Queen of Cups. So it makes me feel like there's a lot more love or care or desire they have for you. They do care about you, right? This was what came through the Page of Cups, that they do care about you. The Page of Cups is someone that cares. Okay. It may not be someone who loves yet. It may not be someone who's willing to sacrifice yet, but it's someone who likes, someone who cares, someone who's attracted. And so with the King of Swords energy, it's almost like this person goes through bouts of indecision and then they come back to their senses and realize that, I think I do love group one. I want to, show them how much I love them. But this is somebody who does things on their terms. There's not a lot of compromising in their energy. There's not a lot of consistency based on what you want in their energy. Maybe consistency based, maybe they are consistent, but not the kind of consistent that you desire. So let's see why the King of Swords shows up. This is someone whose intentions are to be as blunt with you as they can, right? To get it through to you in some way. These are my intentions. So I even feel like some of you have someone who's like, I believe that we would have a great relationship. I believe that we could work. I believe that this is, a connection that will manifest and whatever. But I'm telling you right now, you're not going to like me as a partner because I'm kind of distant. And I don't really want to do like the affectionate stuff. And this person has a ton of boundaries, right? They'll have a ton of stipulations. And this is what I mean by my king of their terms. This is the negotiator. This is someone who may give off the appearance of compromise. But by the time you look back at it, you go, I just did everything they wanted. They didn't really do anything that I wanted. So why is the King of Swords here? The Four of Pentacles. This is someone who still makes that decision to hold back. So your person's intentions are coming through and I do feel like there's been some conversation here from them to you. I don't want to give all of I don't want to put all my eggs in one basket, that type of stuff. I don't want to commit and settle down right now. They do want to hold on to you, but in that friends with benefits, situationship type energy, because that to them is not too much. That gives them an exit if they need it, right? They still have a little bit of that freedom. And so their intentions come through as almost very sort of, they're accepting that it's hurtful for you, or that it's disappointing for you with the 5 of Cups here. But their intentions clearly feel like it is not about prioritizing a relationship. What is the 4 of Pentacles? It is the Knight of Cups. This person is protecting their heart. This person is protecting their vulnerable side. That's why the King of Swords exists anyway, technically, right? And so I do feel like with this 10 of Swords at the bottom, what their intentions are, if you're getting a personal reading and the 10 of Swords comes through as somebody's intentions, well, this is almost kind of like, well, it's over before it even starts, right? But it's also this person saying there's a cycle I'm going through in my life that I cannot simultaneously have a relationship and go through that cycle. So I'm making a decision to focus on the cycle and to cut out this relationship. So they feel like they've already made a decision that they're feeling their feelings. Okay, what they want in their heart doesn't even matter sometimes, because they go, I really do love group 1. I really do want group 1. I'm really attracted to group 1, whatever level of connection you're at. However, I can't let myself fall, in this connection right now. I can't let myself give my all. So the Queen of Cups comes through is when they change their mind, or when you're getting a lot more energy from them and they feel very emotionally invested with them. It kind of almost feels like one extreme to the next. Like you'll have a day with them or some time with them where they're really, really, really invested. They're really attentive. They're really loving. And then that King of Swords shows up the next day, right? And it's kind of like, who are you? And so I feel like this person's intentions are to keep you guessing almost right now. The Fool. I don't feel like they're playing games, but with the full energy coming through, I feel like sometimes this person, again, that freedom is very important to them. They want an exit. And it feels important to them to keep you close. That's why they say, let's be friends. Let's stay connected. They probably make promises. They probably, have some intention of fulfilling those desires that you have of them someday. But the Fool gives them that freedom to not say when. The Fool gives them that freedom to, I'll take this leap of faith for, when it comes to my heart in this relationship, when the time is right. The Devil. So this is where you get your games. Your person's intentions at this time feel very situationship, feel very friends with benefits. It feels very sort of, I want to make it clear, I like you. I also want to make it very clear, relationships are too confining for me, and I don't want to go into that right now at this point in my life. Also, this is the type of person that can shut their feelings on and off. So like I said, you'll have days where they're very invested, and then you'll have days where it's feeling like they are holding on to you just for their own, just to play with you, right? And that's why the Devil is there. So again, I go into all of these and they extend it a little deeper. The 3 of Pentacles for their intentions with you. I feel like, again, this is that energy of they will compromise. Yeah, Temperance. They will compromise at some point on their terms. But Miss 7 of Swords is here, confirming that you have someone who is at this time very in and out. And so I do feel like this is someone who knows that ultimately they do want a healthy relationship. They don't feel like they live a life that is prepared to take a healthy relationship in, but it is a goal of your person's, and it is a goal of your person's, with you, to have a healthier relationship. Okay. 6 of Pentacles. All right. I feel like this is someone who eventually feels like they want to give. Of course, this will come through towards the end of your reading, but it's real. It's somebody who goes a list, the rundown of things they can't do. They don't want to do. They won't do. But they go, but I love you though. But I care about you though. But I promise I am going to commit to you though. So this person does make promises. And I feel like even this feels like one big promise from your person and their intentions coming through, that there's marriage on their mind. There's relationship, like commitment vibes on their mind. The Six of Pentacles is that equal give and take. But again, here we have the Hermit again. And they showed up again. Your person could be a Virgo. They could be an Aquarius. There's Gemini here, Libra, Capricorn, very strongly Scorpio. I feel like everybody's person is showing up in this. Cancer, Pisces. Yeah, everybody's person is showing up. You know what we don't see a lot of? A lot of wands. So I will tell you this. The devil definitely can represent that their intentions are to maintain and keep intact a physically intimate relationship with you. That could be the glue, the bond they want to connect you guys, if it's not going to be stability. But the wands missing from this reading tell me that that's not what it's all about. It is about that genuine friendship from this person. It is about that for this person. It is about this genuine bond that you have, that they're telling you, I am going to strategically sort of keep myself from investing in at this point in my life right now, because I need to focus on myself with the Hermit. So in the extended, I clarify all of these with the Love Story Oracle. I am also going to take a look at what your person thinks your intentions are with them. I'm also going to grab some advice for you guys for how to deal with this type of personality that's coming through when it comes to their intentions. And I am going to grab some more oracle messages, and I'll clarify like what comes through. I may get some more, like ask some more questions. Sometimes I just, freestyle it, but I will definitely go into what they think your intentions with them are, get some advice for you on how to deal with this type of person. And also I'll get some more messages, oracle, and most likely some in their words messages. Again, I like how that sort of comes through as well from your person in their words. Okay. So that is what I have for you, group one. I am headed to the extended. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you are interested in a personal reading with me, check out those details in the description box, and I will talk to you soon. Hello, group two. It's the SunSage. Thank you so much for tuning in to another pick a card reading. So this reading is your person's real intentions with you at this time. And so this is where I take a look at the short-term or long-term goal of your person to see what it is they're hoping for out of this and what their intentions are when it comes to you right now, their motivations right now. Okay. There was a reading I did in the beginning of the year, their intentions for you in 2023. So you can check that reading out. That may provide further insight into whatever comes through here. But this is your person's energy that I will be channeling coming through, saying what their intentions, their real intentions are with you right now. Okay. So let's go ahead and get into it. You guys did select the green fluorite. All right. That's what you were drawn to. Okay, and I'm going to get some tarot messages out here. All right, so what are your person's intentions with you right now? What are group two's person's real intentions with group two? Thank you. What are group two's person's real intentions with group two? All right, the Hangman. What are their real intentions with you, group two? The World. Strength. Eight of Wands. What are their intentions with you? King of Swords. All right. And we also have the Knight of Pentacles. Your person's real intentions with you at this time, with the Page of Swords at the bottom, come through as your person feels like they're feeling you out. And so their intentions are coming through as a strong interest still and what this relationship could be, the potential of it. So for a lot of you, I pick up, they want you to see them in a different light. So that feels like some of you may be separated, or the last time you connected, it didn't go so great, or there was some question marks about their intentions and behavior with you. So I do feel like the Page of Swords is saying, what can I do to show group 2 a different side of me? This actually feels like something they could possibly be inquiring about to friends, to family, Googling, right? How do I get with my person? How do I make my person happy? My person's a Cancer. How do I make my person fall in love with me? They're a Gemini. Like, it just feels like there's some research going on your person's part. And so their intentions are to learn you, okay? And to also show you a different side of them. I'm going to grab a message here and see what comes through. What are group 2's person's intentions? Not today. So this says not dealing, hurt, avoiding a conversation, call a person, boundaries, still angry. So their ultimate intentions feel to be to talk, to communicate, but not today, not right now, the way that they're feeling, right? Along with this Page of Swords, because group 1 had a page for their person's intentions too, which is interesting, but I got small. What I got from it is small intentions right now, not big, sort of plans. However, your person definitely feels like they're more interested in getting themselves to a better place energetically before they start coming up with what their plans will be. But their intentions are to get there. It just feels like they're acknowledging realistically, right now, I don't even want to talk. I'm a little bit frustrated. I feel like they could be frustrated with themselves. Okay, this still angry doesn't feel like they're angry at you, but you could be angry at them. And I did feel like your person was wanting to have you see them from a different perspective, a different angle. They want to show you something different. And so that tells me what they were showing you or what they were doing was creating drama or conflict with you guys, or it wasn't satisfactory for you. Okay, so let's break these down here. So your person's real intentions right now with the Hangman, this really is about giving something time to grow, giving something time to develop. Okay, so they could still feel like now is not the time to be committed with you. Now is not the time to have a relationship, but it certainly feels like something that could be a part of the overall intentions further down the line. Let's see why the Hangman shows up. 7 of Cups. So this makes sense, okay? Your person is saying, my intentions, my real intentions with group 2 right now are to see how it goes. It's kind of a go with the flow type thing, because the 7 of Cups is someone who says something like, we'll see, we'll take this day by day. Anything could happen, right? I could get a new job. I can meet someone else. You can meet someone else. That feels like this person is concerned about options being a part of both of your lives and your energy at this time, and not really convinced that, something more serious than what you have is the right way to go. So I do feel like this person's intentions are to play the field, but date you. Just not exclusively, okay? That's a strong message that feels like it comes through. And then, of course, I have the Knight of Wands. And so this will sometimes be that knight that is in player mode, but I feel like for you guys, it doesn't come through necessarily as a player. I have some other energies here that feel like they're more disciplined than that. But I do feel like this is somebody who feels like right now they're a little too wild. They're a little too free to be exclusive. And so it's really important that they're sure about this before they make this happen. This not today is saying a lot. It really is saying that your person plans to make that important decision and have an important conversation with you, but they are avoiding that. And so a Knight of Wands would avoid a conversation, right? Because those types of conversations aren't fun. Those types of conversations can get uncomfortable. And so your person is very much in their comfort zone, wanting you to see them in a different light, but also realistically accepting that right now they may be in a place in their life where their intentions are dependent upon their circumstances. What's the 7 of Cups here? Their real intentions with you, Five of Pentacles. Okay, so this is saying that their intentions with you are coming through, that they may change their mind, right? I feel like this is something that's already happening. Two of Pentacles showing up. This is someone who kind of changes their mind frequently. And if you don't want to be seen as an option for somebody like this, if you're not looking to be taken, for granted by someone like this, then something is coming through that this person is saying, look, let me figure it out first. Their intentions are coming through as, I don't really have plans to offer much right now. That Seven of Cups with the Five of Pentacles is somebody who's going to leave you confused. This is somebody, and I was just telling group one, who 1 minute, sure, they may want to go to the movies, they may want to go to dinner, they may want to be very affectionate. And then it feels like they'll make excuses for why they can't do that 2 days later. And so this is someone whose mind changes. And this is why I feel like it's like they really need you to see them in a different light. Because that may be something they're not ready to show you yet, the different side of themselves, but it is something that is a work in progress. Like their growth process is pending. And there's a similar message with group one. So that lets me know some of you are dealing with people in the collective who are determining whether now is the time for them to settle down and to get serious and to be exclusive, or if they still need more time. Okay, so there's a juggling energy with this person. There's a options energy with this person. And so that feels like something coming through like, I'm not sure. Committing and settling down and being exclusive is what I want right now. I want you to see me, in a better light than that, not somebody so twisted and confused. However, I need time. The World. So I will say having the World here can be encouraging for a lot of you, because I do feel like you have someone who has been giving mixed signals. You do have someone who hasn't been sure about whether they want to commit, but the World is saying that there's a decision process that is coming to a close. This is the certainty that you guys are getting that I feel like group one didn't kind of get, right? With the World, you guys are getting this fairly early in the reading. And so it's almost like with that Hangman and then the World energy, they're saying my wishy-washiness, my flightiness is about to end. Okay, let me just be on playtime for one more weekend or something like that, right? Whatever their little thing is. But I do feel like the World is saying that cycle is coming to a close and they're ready to make a strong decision at some point in the near future, even if it's not today, even if it's not at the time of this reading. Okay. Let's see. What is the World? Seven of Pentacles. All right. So I feel like your person is, the Devil. They're in somewhat of a bind, because I almost feel as if they gave themselves a certain time frame. All right. It's time to cut out playtime. It's time to cut out the foolishness and really start making it real with group two. It's time to get serious. And I feel like they've got that Devil on their shoulder with their intentions. Like, but, don't you think you still deserve to play around a little bit? It kind of feels like that, right? Like maybe even they don't even have options. Another thing I was just telling group 10, sometimes some of these messages group one, sometimes these messages come through as the illusion of options. I could meet another person any day now. It doesn't even have to be about another person, right? But it could just be about there's another strong pull, something pulling them in their life where it feels like it's saying, no, focus on me, not on group two. And so this person's intentions are to overcome this, because we got strength right here. I'll get into it. But I do feel like they've actually given themselves a time frame to start winding down some of these erratic behaviors and inconsistent energies. It's time to start getting real. It's time to start getting serious with group two. So let me see why the Seven of Pentacles shows up. The Knight of Cups. So what I pick up from that energy is that, yeah, there's an offer this person is pondering. And I do feel like their intentions are to genuinely make an offer of their effort and their their commitment to you, right? I do feel like that hangman was coming through, especially with that 7 of Cups and 5 of Pentacles. That felt like a really kind of manipulative energy of, I don't want you to think I'm ready to settle down yet. I want you to still have the belief that, maybe it feels like they made a decision a while ago that it was you they wanted, but they just didn't want to say anything. And so this feels like they're giving themselves, that sort of time limit. Okay, it's time to stop playing that game now. It's time to stop offering the bare minimum. It's time to do more. It's time to give more. It's time to speak my heart, speak my feelings. Okay. And so this is the other side of them that I feel comes through that they want to show to you. I'll go deeper into that in the extended, of course, but I feel like this person has been intentionally guarded, 9 of Wands, because this is someone who has a soft spot for you. And they could look at it as, I still want to be somewhat in control. I still don't want somebody to know that I have feelings for them, or I have feelings of love, or that they got me, And so this is a guarded energy coming through with their intentions, where they want to be able to control your access to them. And the Knight of Cups says the same thing to me almost that the hangman kind of says. I'm going to surrender and stop trying to hold on to this control fascination. I want to surrender to what my heart wants, and what my heart wants is group too. So I'm going to clarify that in the extended with the love story oracle to go deeper. The strength message is what is telling me your person is coming through as very disciplined. I like that the King of Swords is here as well to prove that that's, what I'm picking up on, a discipline. And so I feel like their intentions with you, this also comes through as kind of like controlling yourself and, not going too far. And so I feel like you're dealing with somebody who they feel like their intentions are to not overdo to not overwhelm you with their love. They could love really hard. They could be incredibly passionate. And it feels like they've been keeping themselves held back because they're like, once I take that step, I'm very clingy. I'm very needy. I'm very this, I'm very that. And that's a side of myself that sort of betrays my coolness. And I don't seem so like I have it all together. Right. And so that devil energy was a need. It was a desire. And I do feel like this person's intentions go between, I need group 2 to, no, you guys make a good team. You need to control that need, that desire, because that turns into possessiveness, and it turns into jealousy, and it turns into irrational fear that makes you say and do things that could jeopardize your relationship. So this person's intentions are to control all of that. Let's see why strength is here. 2 of Cups. This feels like their intentions are to be faithful to you. That feels like one of the offers coming through with the Knight of Cups. And there are more than one offer from this person. All right. But it feels like one of those offers is to be faithful to you and to have a relationship with you. And throughout the course of that relationship, be faithful. Here's strength again. All right. This is a very strong relationship, spiritual connection. This is a very strong dynamic you have here. And so this person isn't trying to mess that up. They kind of realize that's what they were doing, right? And so this feels like not that someone has got cold feet, but that avoid a conversation, call, or person comes through very strong. They have not been trying to talk about this, but some of you, your person's like, okay, time is up. I told myself I was going to commit. I told myself I was going to follow through. I was going to see this through with group 2, and it's time for me to do that. And they haven't talked to you for some of you because this is where that conversation is headed. Let's just be together. I'm going to, be honest with you. I'm going to be faithful to you. And that's a big step. Let's clarify that 2 of Cups for you, group 2. Temperance. King of Pentacles. I'll get to it in a second. So this is really taking a turn because it feels like this person's intentions, I think For those of you that feel like, why haven't they reached out yet? That cycle hasn't come to a close just yet, but it is. The world, there's a chance that it comes to a close Aquarius season, because the world is like the fixed messages, the Aquarians, the Taurus, the Leos, the Scorpios. So at some point, playtime is over, and it's not that you guys had to force this on them or this is what they want. They want to be with you. They want to be committed to you. Again, that illusion of options. What if I meet somebody? Those were lies they were telling themselves, because that's what they're used to doing. Telling people, yeah, I don't want to settle down because, I'm at the prime of my life and I want to still enjoy my options. Some of them may have tried that with you, but it was overriding like their real feelings of love for you. And so they're not trying to override that anymore. And that tells me with the Two of Cups and the Temperance that this person really has thought it out. This person really has made a decision, or will be making a decision very soon, to really invest in you and to really have a peaceful, healthy relationship. The Temperance being here with the Two of Cups doesn't just say, this could be a long-term relationship. This could be a good relationship. This could be a healthy relationship, because some of their patterns were definitely toxic and it was like confusing you guys. I get it. But the King of Pentacles this is how I want to show up for my person, for my group too. This is how I want to be for them. This is what they deserve in me. And so seeing that other side of them, some of you haven't seen this person in this light. Some of you haven't even seen them dress up. Some of you haven't seen them, be a family person. Some of you have only seen them from the perspective of getting to know them, or from an intimate perspective. And there's levels to this person that they're ready to expose you to. And this feels like one of the levels. This is maturity. This is somebody commitment ready. Okay. So I feel like you have someone whose intentions are to have a serious, committed relationship. They're going to prolong it, just honestly coming through time frame wise, a little bit longer. But it does feel like something that's happening for you very soon. So the Eight of Wands, I think this speeds up. I think the Eight of Wands comes through as they're going to accelerate this. Some of you were asking, how much longer, right? And this person is saying, I'm going to speed up that process. The Eight of Wands, let's see what comes through. Some of you may have a really, 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 really good conversation with this person on the 8th of February during Aquarius season. Good luck. And I think this conversation involves commitment. But what's the Eight of Wands for their real intentions with you? What is, at the time of this reading, at least, that I am recording, it is not the 8th yet. So, it could be coming for some of you. What is the Eight of Wands? Thank you. The Queen of Wands. Okay, I like this. This person's intentions are to have a very exciting, they want more exciting experiences with you, okay? They want more passionate experiences with you. And a lot of them are saying, I need, the best way to do that is to officially make that committed offer to this person so I can have them all to myself, basically, right? And so something tells me they don't like the instability of how your relationship's been, because they can't keep track of you, right? I think there's also something about you having options coming through, and I want to kind of take that off the table when it comes to group 2, right? I want to let them know they don't have to date around anymore. They don't have to have these options, because I want them and I'm passionate about them and I want to express this. So this feels like someone expressing themselves to you. That is their intention. And I think they are, of course, over analyzing how they communicate this, which is why you have not today and not dealing and hurt. A lot of you have someone who's dealing with pain, not even from you, but from past relationships where they gave their all. And it was like it backfired. They threw it in their face. And so they told themselves, I'm never going to do that again. Well, this is someone who's about to do it again. And so they're very careful, very cautious about how they do it, especially if you're coming through as that really like fire energy. You can be somewhat intimidating passion wise for them, right? I mean, this person knows that they they have extreme ways of showing love and affection, and they feel like you have it too, right? You guys could like really consume each other. And so that's why for me, the strength and this King of Swords comes through as this person, as they learn about you, learning. Okay, I'm back, group 2. So as your person learns about you, they are learning the levels of intensity you both seem to have that match each other. And I think, you know, you're dealing with somebody who tries to play it cool. So their intentions, I think in anything they do, they never play their hand. You may not know right now the level of intensity and love they have for you because they do play it so cool, right? And this is a strategy. This is something that is done to protect the heart. This is also something that can be done on a low vibrational manipulation level, but your person feels like, I'm too smart. I don't have time for all of that, right? But I do feel like they are coming through saying their intentions are to move things forward with you, to speed things up because you're inspiring them to. There's a passion that you have that they feel, okay, this is my territory, right? I can get passionate. I've had to shut that down for less meaningful relationships, you know, one night stand type stuff and people they don't really want to be with. But with group 2, I can give that and it won't be something that I regret, right? So let's clarify that Queen of Wands. The High Priestess, okay? So your person, again, back to, I'll get to this Hierophant in a second, but back to them being very hush about their intentions at times, okay? I think that this is because of the intensity they feel. It's literally coming through with the wands. The High Priestess comes through. And so the High Priestess has been this person, I feel, definitely learning you and picking up on your vibe intuitively, trying to understand you as a person. And their intentions are to reach that ultimate level of spiritual connection. And I do feel like that involves them surrendering. That involves them accepting that they do love you in a different way than they've loved others. That's just how it is. And so getting to this Hierophant at the bottom here, you have someone who is willing to commit. You have someone who does like where things are going with you and someone who does feel invested emotionally. They just haven't been the most comfortable expressing those feelings for you. And sometimes in those moments, you're not hearing from them at all, right? And it's giving you the impression that they're playing games, that they're wanting to confuse you intentionally, but their intentions are saying, I kind of know group 2 knows how I feel about them. Like there's something coming through, where they feel like you know exactly how they feel. And, that is something that they're hoping, you know, you guys will be able to talk about in your next conversation because it's coming. All right. So, the King of Swords is coming through letting you know that your person's intentions are serious. This relationship is a big deal to them. The fact that I have it next to the Knight of Pentacles tells me what I need to know. But I will say that the King of Swords on its own is somebody who doesn't mince words and who typically doesn't, like, they'll rather not say anything than lie to you. They'll rather like not, you know, play the game if they don't feel like it's necessary, right? But your person's intentions are to be very honest with you and very serious about how they feel. Let's see what comes through with it. All right. 2 of Wands. So their intentions feel planning, strategy. The 2 of Wands is your strategy tarot card, right? It is your card of looking at how far you've come in the area of your life and going, what's next? So this person has been planning to themselves, I feel, for the most part. They haven't really given it away what they want with you, but I pick up the marriage. I pick up this person wants a family. I pick up ultimately you are dealing with someone who wants to be with you long term. That's it. This is my person. We're not going to be going back and forth. We're not breaking up and all of that. This is somebody who feels like they're making the right decision and they're headed in the right direction with you. And so I do feel encouragement with this person's intention showing up as, oh no, I'm going to do the right thing. 4 of Swords, because they thought about it for a very long time. Okay. They have been quiet about it, what they're planning and their intentions, but they have thought about it. They have talked about it with family, with friends. They have sort of plotted almost, right? Every encounter they have with you, every conversation they have with you, they're learning something. They may do something like ask you, so how do you feel about kids? Like, are you good with kids? Stuff like that. And you don't know where it's coming from, but it's really their desire to get to know how you feel or how you would feel about children in general and having that type of life with them. So this is someone who looks at you as like an interest, right? And the more they learn about you, the more they see this is the real deal. I like this. I like where this is going. I want to keep going. And I want it to last. The Knight of Pentacles. So I get that your person's intentions with you are very serious. And this feels like someone who has goals, like many goals with you, right? One goal could be commit, but beyond that, it's to live with, to travel with, to have a full life with. What is the Knight of Pentacles saying? Yeah, King of Cups. So this person's intentions are to prove to you how much they care for you and how much they're invested in you through deeds and actions. I'm going to make an offer. I am going to stick with that offer. I'm going to make promises, but I'm going to live up to those promises. That's what this feels like. So this person's intentions are coming from the heart, the head and the heart, right? There's also, it's coming from the soul, the spirit, right? With the High Priestess energy. But I think your person is saying, I've thought about this. I know what I feel. I'm understanding this connection a lot better these days. And so what's coming through is that they are going to prove this to you in word, emotions, and deed with the Eight of Pentacles, just how much they love you, just how much they want to be with you. So this is letting me know you have somebody who is very vulnerable when it comes to you, okay? You got their heart. There's a soft spot here for you. And it feels like the work that they're about to do or the work that they've been doing to get closer to you is something they've only done for you, okay? And so this really took a turn, right? We started off with this, which was your person kind of in a mode of, I don't know what I want. I'm doing bare minimum. I don't know. And as the reading evolved, we saw where they were closing the door on that sense of uncertainty and that sense of this is kind of gaming and playing those games that I don't need to play with group 2. And so they've learned now that you want the same thing or you want what they want here and that it's okay for them to put their guard down. And so in the extended, I am going to clarify all of these messages and go deeper with your person, group 2, to see what their intentions come through as in some oracle messages. I'm also going to see what your person thinks your intentions with them are. I'm going to get some advice for you guys about how to handle this person and their intentions. I'm going to grab some messages from your person in their words because I love that part of the extended about their intentions. I'm going to grab some more oracle messages and anything else that comes through, I will grab that message for you guys as well. So for those of you headed to the extended, I will talk to you there. Thank you so much for tuning in. To everyone, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe. If you're interested in a personal reading with me, check out those details in the description box. I will talk to you soon. I am headed to the extended. Hi, group 3. It is the SunSage, and thank you so much for tuning in to your next pick a card reading. So this pick a card is their real intentions. This is where I take a look at the person you are connected to, their energy, what comes through from them to see what their real intentions are with you right now, okay? So I did a reading like this in the beginning of the year where it was, what are their real intentions with you in 2023? So that may give you further insight, but this is a reading about their intentions right now and what comes through, okay? So I am going to take a look at those of your person and those of you that are connected to someone and you want to know what their real motives right now are. What are they up to as far as what they have in store? So let's see. You have selected the blue calcite. All right. So that is what you were drawn to, group 3. And you also have the tarot of the divine. Okay. So let's take a look at some tarot messages to see what your person's real intentions are at this time. Okay. Whoever you are thinking of, that is who I am channeling. All right. Their real intentions with group 3. What do we have? What are group three's person's real intentions? Thank you. Okay, Four of Wands. All right, what are your person's real intentions with you? The Hierophant. What are your person's real intentions with you? Okay, I'll take them. Okay, Four of Swords in the reverse. Okay, not bad. And we have Death. Okay. So what are their real intentions with you, group three? The Three of Coins. Okay, what else do we have? Their real intentions with group three. The Five of Wands. Okay, so at the bottom of the deck, you have the Nine of Wands. Your person's real intentions in this energy come through as somebody who feels like they're fighting hard as crap to make this relationship work, to find ways to keep this relationship in their life, to keep you in their life. They do feel like they have some long-term plans here. They do feel like those long-term plans literally could involve marriage with the Four of Wands and the Hierophant. But you may be going through something right now with them, or there may be some challenges, okay? This doesn't always have to be about what's happening within your relationship. This could be outside things filtering into your relationship and making it a little difficult for you guys to be together, stay together, make things work. But it does feel as if this person has the desire to fight for this, has the desire to not give up. That is what the Nine of Wands is saying. I'm putting on my defenses. I'm putting on my armor. I am going to make this work. I am determined to see this through, right? No matter how hard, how difficult, how challenging it gets. So you feel like you have somebody who's weathering a storm with you at this time. And again, whatever it involves, it feels as if it's not enough to make them want to quit, to make them want to give up. So I want to grab a message here to see what comes through. All right. What are your person's real intentions with you right now? Okay. I got two for you guys. So let's start with one and then I'll get to the other one. So you have love call. Someone expresses love, a message of love, thinking of you and letting you know. So I feel like you guys have somebody who you may just be going through a rough patch with. Again, I'm not picking up that it's all about you guys, what's happening in your relationship. It could be something on the outside, like somebody you're dealing with having family troubles or having troubles at work, car troubles, anything. And they haven't been able to see you. You guys haven't talked as much, but they are going to find a way. And so this love call comes through as their intentions being to call you, let you know they haven't forgotten you, let you know they love you, let you know that you're still very much a big part of their life. But there has been something almost kind of separating them from you and they plan to fight through that. But this says expresses love. And so I feel like this person's short-term intentions with you in this current energy is to express love to you and to let you know they care, they love you, whatever your level of connection, right? There will be those of you tuned in and you've just met this person and you know that they like you, you know that there's something more, but you may feel like there's not love involved. So just for those of you, you may feel like, how can they express love? It could be care, but something that lets you know it's a lot more than friendship or something casual. And so that feels like something they want to express. They want to let you know they're thinking of you. Some of you may get a text, may get some sort of a message from this person throughout the course of this reading because that feels so strong. Okay. Like somebody, because I got the Knight of Swords right underneath it. So this is like somebody feeling a strong urge, desire to rush and make something happen, so that you don't forget, or so that they don't, lose sight of what they're fighting for. And you also have seduction. Okay. So this says attraction, flirting, dating, hooking up, temptation, third party interference. So this comes through as your person's intentions being, I feel like they've already established that there's something more than casual here, but whatever you guys have, they're letting you know there's a fire and a passion that they want to keep going. There are also some elements here about there being interferences. Again, it doesn't have to be, you guys and it's a third party interference as far as a person, but it could be an interference as far as a blockage. So this person actually feels like someone who, text you and you go like, when can I see you? And they kind of go, I don't know, but I'm going to make it soon. They literally feel like something is tying them up and something is holding them up in their life. But the attraction is still there with you. The sexiness of your relationship, the sensuality is still here. Even though there's these interferences, even though there's possibilities that, there are some doors they got to close before they can fully invest here, this person is planning to fully invest. So let's get into it. So the Four of Wands, all right, this is about stability. This person is saying, I'm okay committing to group 3 fully and completely. Now, some of you may be in a relationship with this person as well. That is something that comes through. So the fight for this and the desire to make it work is because it's not an option for them to let something like this go, something that they've already worked towards, establishing. And so you feel very important. You feel like you are incredibly instrumental in your person's life. And so what they're saying here is that their real intentions are to elevate the level of connection you have right now, or to elevate their feelings for you and your feelings for them into something a little more than what you guys have. You already feel like you have a lot, right? And this could just be an established soulmate connection. This could just be an established chemistry, but it is something that is established here with the Four of Wands and the Hierophant. And so it feels like your person is saying, my intentions are to keep this going. Okay, what is the force of the Four of Wands? Let's see. Seven of Cups. So your person with this Seven of Cups here, this comes through to me as illusions, not necessarily options. I feel like your person is saying they kind of want like a fantasy dream style relationship with you, and that may involve some unrealistic expectations, but their intentions are to make it work. Some of what could be coming through with how they want to make it, like there could be something about your connection that feels like there's some just really unrealistic ways they want this to work. Like if it's long distance, or if they have, let's say they have an ex who's still in the picture because they have kids, right? There's some fantasy way they want this to work, and it hasn't really been able to because they're not really paying attention to the fact that that's a fantasy, how you want it to work out. We need something that's going to really have some solutions tied to it. This person feels like they have these expectations of this relationship lasting, even under circumstances that may be difficult for you. So take that how it resonates. But in that, I pick up that a lot of you could be dealing with somebody who may be like, no, just wait for me. Just hold on. That could be unrealistic. Let's see what the Seven of Cups is saying for their intentions. It's the Knight of Pentacles. Just wait for me. Just hold on. Okay, so your person has been taking some time to get this relationship to the next level. Again, a lot of you feel like you already have something here. So their intentions are to grow with you, to expand with you, to have a real life where you guys are together, right? To have a real life with you where you guys are completely invested, committed. There's nobody else type energy. Something feels like they're asking you to wait for them, and that feels like something that you kind of are saying, I shouldn't have to, or I don't want to, or something like that. So that gives me a little bit of insight into the challenge that you could be facing right now in your connection. The reason why your person feels this desire to reach out to you, to connect to you, to rush into this relationship is because there is something challenging the status of your connection right now. And it feels like they're all in, but with with a little bit of baggage. All right. So I go deeper into this in the extended. I'm going deeper into all of these. I'll take a look at that Knight of Pentacles. So the Hierophant, it feels like this person's intentions are to have a strong foundation with you. I feel like they do want to marry you. Okay, so there's marriage involved here in some way, whether it's conversations of marriage you've had, whether you see this person as a marital partner and they see you as a marital partner, or somebody's person does show up very strongly, because this is a strong energy coming through, that they are married and they're asking you to wait for them while they get a divorce, while they go through a process that may take some time. So that's not for everybody, but there's something here that feels like it's worrying them that you may move on. It's worrying them that you may not decide to wait. Okay. What's the Hierophant? Queen of Wands. I gotta see what that is. Why is the Queen of Wands here? Thank you. They're okay. Yeah, I gotta see. I saw an Empress, but I'm not gonna take it. There she is. So somebody's person, I'm not gonna take it, but you know, if it wants to come back out, it is. Eight of Swords, Four of Wands, big, heavy, trapped in a marriage message. So of course I'll go deeper into it, but we see our Knight of Swords here again. No, don't leave me. No, please wait. I promise I'm going to get this out of my life. I promise. So you feel like the Queen of Wands. I needed to see that first. I needed to pick up that energy, and that feels like you. And it feels like there's another relationship blocking their path to you, being committed and invested with you. Okay. So while there is a third party interference, again, something that does come through very strongly. For some of you, it's symbolic. It's obstacles and challenges. Where is it? Seduction. There seems to be also very real third party situations here where there's another person to consider, at least from your person's perspective, even if they want to be with you. So I'll get to these other two messages in a second, but it feels like the Hierophant with the Queen of Wands is coming through saying they have the passion for you. You are the ones that have them most invested, that they are most interested in. And so I feel like the reason why they would ask you to wait is not literally to waste your time, to make you wait for them. But what it feels like this person is saying is, I don't want to be in the situation that I am in, right? But I cannot change it as easily as I want to right now. And I am asking you to hang in there for me. So that's a specific message coming through from someone's person's intentions. And I do feel like there's obstacles. Okay. I do feel like there's not necessarily fear of commitment from your person in particular, but there are challenges in their life where it feels like they literally cannot proceed and move forward with this because of something happening in their life right now that they want to talk about, that they want to let you know it's not you, it's them type energy, but they also want to be very clear this isn't an excuse necessarily. It's just them asking for more time. Whew, okay, so I'll go into that in the extended, definitely to clarify and see what that's about. The Four of Swords in the reverse. So I do feel like your person is saying they're kind of caught up. They're trapped up in a situation they don't want to be in, and they're getting out of it. The Four of Swords is, I had a little break, a little time, you know, to see what I wanted to do or to kind of figure this out. Now I tackle the thing that has been bothering me or that has been an obstacle here. So it's very clear most of you have someone who's dealing with some challenges in life. It's also coming through. And I even think that, you know, maybe seduction is here because there's something saying your person got themselves in a compromising situation. Let's say it's not a full-blown marriage. Let's say it's not a full-blown third-party situation, but they may have done something that you found out about or that you are suspicious of that feels like you're going to give them heck about it, right? And so that feels like something that this person has been wanting to avoid, and now they're ready to face you. Now they're ready to talk about it. Now they're ready to finally just like, okay, let me tell you what happened. Let me explain myself type stuff. Okay. So let's see, why is this Four of Swords in the reverse for their real intentions? Some of you, this person is coming out of like a ghosting phase. Fine, I'm ready to tell you the truth, right? The Sun, they're ready to reveal. that is confirmed. They are ready to reveal the truth to you about a situation. So the obstacle for some of you will be symbolic in the sense that something happened. You questioned them about it, or you found out about it. They may have lied about it. They may have denied something, but you found out and you just wanted the truth from them. And so that's where this comes in. I was avoiding you. I was trying not to tell you the truth. I was trying not to let you in on what was happening in my life or what I was doing, what I was thinking when I made some decision. I am going to reveal this to you now. Okay, let me clarify that, Sun. Why is the Sun here? Their real intentions with you. Group 3. 6 of Cups in the reverse. The Knight of Wands. So, temptation feels like it has something to do with why y'all were separated or why they were avoiding a conversation or avoiding some deeper level of commitment. There was something that they went back to, a relationship, a person, a karmic, and they were ashamed of that behavior, basically. They didn't want to admit it. They didn't want to be honest about it for a lot of them. And so the obstacle does come through as this person hadn't closed the door on a past situation yet. The Knight of Wands is saying that they may have fell to lust or they may have given into their temptations. They had a moment of impulse and they took it, and it led to certain consequences that are now challenging your relationship that they are fighting so hard for. So your person's intentions are to get you back or to come back into your life. It's all about you in this energy. But at some point, they made a selfish decision. And so I'll go deeper into that in the extended. But I do feel like they want to reveal something to you, something that they did. The reason why there could be an ending, the reason why it's so tough between you guys right now. So Death is saying that this person's intentions, I feel like this comes through as change behavior. It's kind of like somebody as a part of them trying to get back in your good graces or come back to you. I'm going to change. I promise. I want you to wait. Like, I wanted you to wait for me. I promise I'm going to do this. I'm going to get right. I'm going to get better. I'm going to make this work. Somebody here, I want to say one of you, but someone here, your person could, want to go to therapy. Their intentions could be to talk to someone. Death is the 10 of Cups. They want you to be happy again, but they want it to be with them. They want you to talk to them again. They want to talk to you again. 8 of Wands here. They want the communication to be better. For some of you, this is, I want to take you out to dinner. Their intentions could be to have just a night with you where you guys go over, you know, some things, some really important things or really important solutions here. Let's see what the 10 of Cups is saying with that, Death. Scorpio, Hierophant, Taurus is here. Wheel of Fortune. I'll get to this Lovers in a second, but this is change behavior. Okay, the Wheel of Fortune confirms it. I think there was also activity with a karmic that this person had. They dealt with somebody or they did something with someone, or there was some temptation to do it. It was a third party. It just is coming through. And so I do feel like the person is saying, your person is saying, my intentions are to show you that I didn't mean to do it and that I'm not going to do it again. I've changed or I'm changing. I see that I was happier with you. I was happier being honest with you. And so the Lovers tells me that your person feels like you guys have the strongest hold on them. They love you more. They love you more than something or someone else. And they want to fight for this based on that love that they have for you. So it does feel, you know, like it's coming through that your person wants to make this love call. They may have already been trying to reach you. They may have already been saying things to make you come back to them or try to get you back into their life because they messed up. They had it all with you. They had it good with you. and I pick up with the Death, this abruptly ended, or you abruptly stopped talking to them because you feel like they ruined what you guys had. So they're trying to go, no, I didn't ruin it. I promise. I'm coming to fix it. 9 of Wands. I'm coming to fight for it. I'm going to make this work. 3 of Pentacles. So those are your person's intentions to make it work. What's the 3 of Pentacles saying here? Lovers. Queen of Cups. I'll get to that in a second. But yes, they want to confess their love for you. They want to make the promise to you. And this does feel like somebody who messed up. I thought, you know, this wouldn't be a big deal. I didn't think it would go that far. Those are some of the things that may come through communication-wise. But the Queen of Cups is a very sympathetic character. Someone who they're hoping they get out of you, but also from them, right? They see the error of their ways. I hurt you. And I don't ever want to do that again with the Queen of Cups. I want to love you. I want to share with you. I want to be honest with you. I want to, you know, reveal my feelings to you and tell you where I was wrong. I don't care if I'm being vulnerable or soft. That's what your person is saying, that they've chosen you. So I feel like their intentions are to choose you. For those of you that feel like, I don't know what they're up to, I don't know what they're doing, it feels like they are choosing you, and that there's just a bunch of BS going on in their life because of it. And I also feel like for a lot of you, there's energies that they kept the truth from you. And so the Queen of Cups sometimes is to me like someone spilling their guts and confessing, and I can't keep this in. I won't keep this in, right? This is someone who is not afraid of their emotions and someone who is very in tune to them. So this person feels like they know if they're going to approach you, they got to do it from a standpoint of vulnerability. You're not trying to hear nothing, you know, avoiding accountability. What's the Lovers? You have Gemini here, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, Pisces, the Moon. Their intentions are to apologize. Those are short, kind of like more short-term intentions, but this also falls into the category of marrying you, right? Ultimately feeling like this is a relationship that you're good for them. You balance them out. They got a little bit of naughtiness in them. They got a little bit of bad habits that you help to moderate a little bit. So this is, you are the person that brings out the better side of me. I am choosing you, but I do feel like their intentions are to reveal the truth about what they were hiding with the Moon. There was someone else in the picture. You know, I was trying to, everybody's situation won't be another person. That's just in general. I know there will still be those who receive this message and insist, and that's fine. But the 9 of Wands, with them fighting for this relationship so heavy, was already an indicator that, they did something. A lot of the messages coming through that this person was deceptive. And so what that is showing up as now, as far as their intentions, as you deserve to know the truth. I don't want someone else. I want you, but I'm not going to keep from you anymore what I was hiding, what you couldn't see that I was doing. So I'll go into that in the extended Pisces energy. We have the 5 of Wands. Yeah, it's like they know there's like a lot of work now, right? It's like they know they have to fight for you. It's like they know for some of them, right, their intentions could be, let's say there's somebody here. You've already like moved on. You've already started dating. And so they're like, I'm coming back and I'm going to fight for you and I'm going to compete. Okay, I got to compete. I'll do that. So they're not giving up. You got somebody that is not giving up, group 3. What's this 5 of Wands? What are their true intentions? 3 of Wands. They're coming back. If there was a separation, they're coming back to revive what's left of a tower moment and that death that showed up, right? A situation that you may have thought was over, a connection that you thought had like, okay, I'll accept it. It's done. They don't want you to accept that. This tower moment has been difficult on your relationship. What happened in each of your connections, but you're dealing with somebody who's determined to manifest a new beginning. And so those are their intentions. They see a long-term, they got a long-term vision. Okay. They got a long-term idea of what they want out of this, and it looks like love, marriage, building, and so that doesn't feel like something they're willing to give up on. What are their real intentions with group 3, the Ace of Cups? This is definitely apologizing, starting over, rebuilding, replenishing, refilling your cup, showing you love, apologizing, communicating in a sincere way, being transparent here, being emotional with you. Their intentions are to tell you what their heart really desires, and it feels like it is you. Okay. There's a lot of waiting here. I think they had to wait for you to be ready to like talk to them. And there's also waiting, like, let me fix this situation. I don't want you involved, but I'm gonna deal with it, right? Whatever the issue is with the Hangman. So I am going to take a look at all of these messages deeper in the extended with the Love Story Oracle for more clarity. I am also going to take a look at what your person thinks your intentions with them are. I'm going to get some advice for you guys in dealing with this situation with this person. I'm also going to grab some more oracle messages, and I'm also going to take a look at messages to you from them in their words about their intentions, okay, as it stands right now between you and them. So group 3, thank you so much for tuning in. I do appreciate you. I am headed to the extended, so if you're headed there, I will talk to you there. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe. And if you're interested in a personal reading with me, make sure you check out those details in the description box. Talk to you soon.